What's going on? It's your boy Coach. Day 76 was actually yesterday, so catching up on these videos still, but we'll get there. So yeah, basically yesterday I got home. I was just super hungry, from playing so many games, and I guess it's pretty active. And so basically I just kind of didn't listen to my body, but I just kind of had some fun, and then had a refeed, we can call it. Went way over on calories, and so how is that going to affect me the next few days? Well, my weight's probably going to go up a little bit, but in the end, like, to me, I'm more concerned about how I feel and making sure I feel strong at the gym. As a matter of fact, I trained with a friend this morning, and I noticed he's on a lower calorie diet, and he was able to start, but by the end, he's just gassed out. Where having so many calories last night, I was able to train really good today. I could have kept going, but I still want to rest today and kind of recover my body. So, yeah, allergies are kind of getting me a little bit. I noticed today, spring season, weather is getting warmer. So, yeah. So my tip for today, and something, or a myth, I guess we can get to, a common belief, is that there's this thing about cheat meals or cheat days. And it's something that I just, from going back to all the material in the beginning, we talked about, I don't believe in cheat days or meals, because if I'm on a system, there's ways to balance things out. And so for me, yes, there's a lot of calories yesterday. I'm going to balance it out over this week. So therefore, like, it's not a big deal. But like, they'll say, like, hey, a cheat day can, ruin your entire week of work. And that's something that I can't. I used to believe that one day could wipe out a week of work, but at the same time, all you're focusing on is calories. And sometimes on those cheat days or those refeeds like I had yesterday, it really brings in more energy so I can train harder. I'm not saying it's or condoning to do this all the time, but there's just sometimes when you're dieting long term that you really need to give the body some calories, and carbs and fats, especially if you've been keeping them lower. I've noticed them for myself to be very important, and letting me train harder, and getting to the next steps in terms of where my athleticism is going. And which is my other point, in terms of, if I have one day that I really brought in a lot of calories, it can't negate all the training progression I did for the previous week. It has nothing to do with how my body is evolving or changing for athleticism or cardio or anything like that. So yeah, that's just one of those things that, hey, a cheat meal, if you're going to restrict to one meal, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. In my book, though, like I said, is if I'm going for a calorie deficit, the cheat meal, which is usually something you can't measure or be accurate on. So that's where really, in my book, is the distinction. It's something that, like I had this weekend, or these last few days, I couldn't have an accurate count of the calories I consume. So by cheating, it doesn't mean I'm cheating. It just means I don't know how accountable I am, which is another angle as well. So I hope that helps, so if you're one of those ones that, hey, you know what, eating out is something you like to do often, there's not a good way to measure that. So therefore, that's why, if it's not a cheat, it's just you can't be as accountable. Your margin of error is going to be significantly bigger than when you're measuring your own food, and you're cooking your own meals. So that's all I have for today, and I'll catch you for the next video.